Hollywood Mind Programming, the movie Constantine Lord of Darkness, Los Angeles City of Angels. The name is quite meaningful. It seems to have turned into hell. Maybe it did. It was a twisted ritual of malevolent entities, heralding the beginning of a new order, a new era.
The theme of the issue is the ritual fire in the City of Angels. The fire in Los Angeles was organized to wipe out precious territory and redistribute property into the hands of the elite. The world elite chose Los Angeles as the epicenter of a calculated attack on the population, paving the way for the rapid transformation of the disaster zone into cities, the so-called 15-minute ones. These so-called smart cities are nothing but huge open-air prisons, in which ordinary citizens are kept without having a way out. This sinister plan has been developed for many years, and now we see it unfolding before our eyes in all the terrifying details. The last 5 years have been merciless psychological attacks. It all started with the chaos caused by the Great Illness. Since then, only everything has been getting worse. Wars have broken out, a slow economic collapse, shameless price gouging, and the ever-tightening grip of authoritarianism. And the worst part is that they flaunt their power and make it very clear that there is nothing we can do to stop them. Having completed the first series of The Great Hori, the globalist elite now moves on to the next stage. What's next, you ask? The answer is chaos. Complete and utter chaos. 1 week has passed, 2025th year, and we have already witnessed many events. In particular, fires in Los Angeles are organized using energy weapons or directional weapons. No, these fires are not of natural origin. These are the worst wildfires in the history of Los Angeles, and there is growing evidence that they were caused by energy weapons from Zone 51. As before the events of September 11th, the major insurance companies seemed to know exactly what would happen next. They coordinated their plans perfectly and canceled their policies shortly before the fires devastated Los Angeles. Insurance companies have admitted that in recent months they have canceled fire insurance in hundreds of thousands of homes in the Los Angeles area, leaving countless families without protection. The mainstream media are doing their best to dismiss these claims as conspiracy theories, but today we know for sure that energy weapons are not conspiracy theories, they are conspiracy facts. As in Maui, Hawaii, the worst fire is observed in the affected areas, which had to be transformed into 15-minute cities. That is, 15-minute city projects that were implemented despite the resistance of local homeowners. The most affected areas of Los Angeles should not only become the venue for the Olympic Games of 2028 year, but has already been recognized as a model of the smart city of the future. Fiery and obscene rituals to Moloch have been offered to doctors in various civilizations over the centuries. The elite are not only in Los Angeles, they conduct similar rituals all over the world, which the whole world can follow. Why? To strengthen his magical power and increase his power over humanity. The wildfires in Los Angeles are part of this ritual, a conspiracy against humanity. He warns that 2025th year will be the year of open chaos. What the global elite is doing today openly makes it clear to us that the era of depopulation is underway. The use of various crises as a pretext for the introduction of draconian climate measures, such as curfews and punitive taxes, and so on and so forth. Unnatural targeted forest fires are just one of the tools in their arsenal, giving the New World Order an ideal reason to tighten control. According to climate czar John Kerry, the global elite is preparing to become even more belligerent in its quest for control. There is no other way to interpret it. It is unmistakably the echo of the battle drums. The elite realizes that the disgusting and perverted game they are playing with humanity will lead to chaos and unrest. Schwab has been threatening to provoke catastrophic natural disasters for many years. He warned us many years ago and told us to prepare for life in an even more angry world. The globalist elite's plan for a great reset threatens the complete collapse of human civilization as we know it. When some incomprehensible events occur somewhere, sometime, which the officials from the authorities either try to chat with fake explanations or do not comment at all, these events are overgrown with all sorts of conspiracy theories. This is exactly what is happening now with drones flying over the United States. So one of a million urban legends born around her became the legend of spraying some pathogens or chemicals for training or combat purposes. It's happened before. For example, in the 60s, the Pentagon sprayed a weakened whooping cough pathogen over the US troops, so that later it could track the dynamics of the spread of the disease in case the Soviets sprayed something more serious, such as Siberian. In the 60s, the military kept quiet about it, but in the 90s, the exercises were declassified, which even caused a small scandal. And today, we have the following facts. First of all, people write that before the great illness of the 19th year, they also had something flying over the cities, flashing lights and buzzing softly. Here is one person from the forum writes the following quote: "The mayor of Belleville, New Jersey, Michael Mayhem, told Fox News that his fire department was instructed to wear protective suits in case an unidentified drone falls to the ground." And on Friday, in an interview with Fox News' Harris Faulkner, Mayhem said he and his emergency management team had just received a briefing from state officials. "On the way here, I talked on the phone with my team, and now we have instructions from the state," Mayhem said. And these instructions really say two different things. Firstly, if a drone falls near us, we must immediately call the sappers of our district, and secondly, our fire service was instructed to put on protective suits. And thirdly, the Daily Mail also writes the following. And she writes that after the flight of drones, people below had lacrimation and rhinitis. Fourthly, the following shots appeared on the network today. Here we can definitely say that something is being sprayed from the drone, and this is not an inversion trace in any way, since the height is too small and the jet engine is not audible. It's something else. But what? American conspiracy theorists in this regard suggest that this government is spraying them with either monkeypox or bird disease, or a new infection from the Congo. There are different versions, but more sensible people say that why bother so much if there is a proven technology with airplanes? And therefore another version has appeared. As everyone already knows in general terms today, there is a so-called 2 or more component biological weapon, each component of which individually does not cause any effect. But when two viruses in the body combine, that's when the pathogen arises. If we assume that the first component is a medicine from Dr. Fauci, then the second one could have been sprinkled on New Jersey, one of the most populous states. If sprinkled there, not a single gram of the priceless reagent will be wasted. Everyone will breathe. If you spray the aircraft, it's certainly very wonderful, but where it will take, no one knows for sure. The height is very high. Well, if you need it to fall into square kilometer by kilometer, then you need a drone, that is, a drone. Thus, everything seems to converge. Therefore, if the urban legend has a foundation, soon a zombie apocalypse or something like that will begin in New Jersey. Then what should be mentioned is that drones fly not only over the United States, they also fly over Ukraine. They are also being launched in Russia. And the phenomenon carries with it some kind of global character. It is likely that soon the slaughter project will stop or be frozen, and a new stage of the zombie apocalypse will begin.